Good afternoon. We're gonna delay, right? Anywho, I'm Miss She, Pure Wisdom, and I am raw in the flesh. Like I'm work from home. I'm on a quick break for a minute, and today has been extremely internal for me. So I wanted to share the things that came up for me internally because I know and understand that I am a willing vessel that messages come through for myself and for you too. So I wanted to kind of just say to you, it's hard. Life is hard. I'm raw and in the flesh. I have no makeup. My hair is wrapped. But I'm come to giving you raw wisdom, authentic. This is me. This is who I am. Not made up, not dressed up, not looking fancy, no accessories. This is me. But life is hard. Life is extremely hard. I want to utilize my life experiences to kind of help you because I know we all go through the same thing. It's a mirror effect, similar but different paths. But anywho, today was a very heavy day for me, and with it being heavy, it just was more so internal. Me going inside of myself and really kind of analyzing and getting down to the root of this heaviness, right? Of this feeling. Because I know and understand that feelings are only temporary. Feelings are only signals and signs for you to go inside and see what's going on and dig that stuff up and clear it out, right? So you can go to the next level. So I was doing that today. And over the past week and a half, I've been getting a series of messages. It went from sitting down, I'm getting chills, like I get a thought in my head and I get chills, to, fortune cookie, went to the restaurant and my daughter brought me a fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie was so on point, like it was designed just specifically for me. And then I dreamt the dream this morning, and the dream was so real. I understand the signs and wonders of our Most High Creator. I understand the underlying messages that's trying to be given to me and others around me. So all of the pieces come together. What was the connecting factor? What was the underlying issue? Doing too much. Yes, I am a person that burn both candles at the end of the stick from time to time, and literally exhausts me. Like I'm tired all the time. Being a channel, being a vessel, willing vessel for my Most High Creator God, you become depleted. You're pouring into people, you're a vessel, or you receiving all these messages and you're giving them out, and it drains you. It takes your energy. So I'm extremely tired all the time. And with me planning an event, with me planning these events that I have coming up, with me doing the business and counseling and coaching people day in and day out, me being a mother, most importantly, me being a wife, and me being myself. Excuse my language, where in the hell do I fit in? Do you hear all that stuff? Like, where do I fit in at? I'm always exhausted, I'm always depleted, but I'm helping mankind. How in the world am I helping myself, right? So I had to get rid of myself, and a lot of things in my life, they come like connect the dots. It's not any forceful thing, it flows. But because I've added all of these things to my plate, I get depleted. I lose focus a little bit from time to time. I forget appointments. I am human. I am flesh just as you, so yeah, I'm flawed and imperfect. Yeah, I forget a lot of things. But most importantly, I pay attention to me. I pay attention to me. I pay attention to the signs. I started feeling bad. I started getting allergies, my sinuses. I paid attention to the physical signs. My body was beginning to shut down on me. So I took the time to do nothing. Like, I really sat down and said, okay, Keith, you got to get this shit together. And I'm just being honest. I'm not perfect, and I don't try to be perfect. We all are flawed individuals. And I had to be honest with myself. And I had to say, okay, Shakita, wait a minute. Take a moment and really pause with yourself. Take a moment and do the work within yourself, because it's obvious and it's apparent you're burning your candle at both ends of the stick. How are you self-caring for you? How are you taking care of yourself? We're in a world where it's monotonous to always be doing something, to stay in the rat race of life. And I teach this, and I take my breaks from time to time. I do. But I need to take my breaks daily because I fall out of the routine of being and doing and self-caring. Because guess what? I'm physical and I'm flawed just as you. I'm not perfect, just as you. This is just something that I had to recollect and check myself on today going forward. So what does that mean for me? What does that mean for Pure Wisdom? Like, my back is hurting. But what does that mean for me? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for me is it's time to take a break. It's time to kind of go in and refresh myself, rejuvenate myself, and come back. No, I'm not quitting. But it's okay to take a break, regardless if that's a 1 week break, 2 week, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. It does not matter. Take a break. You owe it to yourself. You're not in a race with anyone. You're going to get to your destination by any means necessary. You're going to get there, but it's not about forcing. It's about flowing. So I'm going to take my time. Like it took a lot for me to create this event that I just created it, and that's coming up the end March 30th weekend after this weekend coming up. It took a lot out of me, and it still is. And I'm a one-man team. For whatever reason, my creator did not, want me to find an assistant right now. I've been looking for one. I can't find one. But anywho, my creator, but I'm exhausted. I'm tired. There's many things that I do. There are many people that I help, and I'm taking a break, and I deserve it. And I suggest that you do it too. What came to me? You can stay in the rat race and with the messages and the things that have came into me today from me connecting the dot. You can stay busy. But what I will say is, with staying busy, you take the risk of sowing into bad land, because you're always moving, you're always doing, and you're not taking a moment to examine. You're not taking a moment to look at things with a cleaner and a clearer clearer eye. You're not taking that time. So sometimes we tend to sow, and what we're sowing is good and is of great intention, but because we're moving so fast, because we're exhausted, because we have all of these things on our plate and we're burning the candle at both ends of sticks, like what most typical humans in society nowadays do, you miss things. You sow, and then you wonder, we including myself, we wonder why so many times, okay, well, why this won't happen, why that won't happen. It's not necessarily anyone else. It can be outside external distractions and outside external influences, but 99% of the time, it's you. It's that person in the mirror. It is you, that person that you look at every single day that has piled on to-do list after to-do list of things to do because society tells you to. No, it's just not going to work. So take time to refresh, rejuvenate. Take time to replenish you, because no one else is going to do it for you. I'm raw, I'm real, and I'm in the flesh. Another thing I want to give to you. Definite. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it seem pretty. I'm giving you authenticity, and that's my platform. That's what I stand on, and that's who I am, and that's what I'm going to be with you, and transparent. But we get caught up in people encouraging us, people motivating us, people pouring into us. Guess what? I'm here to tell you. The most successful people, the most busy people had to depend on and encourage themselves. They didn't have anyone to pour into. I use myself, for example. Very rarely I have people that pour into me. I'm always pouring in and advising other people, but very rarely that I have people that to really genuinely pour into me and recharge me. So I have to take on that responsibility. And I do, just like I'm doing now. Taking on that responsibility of encouraging myself, recharging myself, because we can get overwhelmed, frustrated, angry, sad, upset, and disappointed. All of those. We can get all of those negative, low vibrational feelings and want to stop and quit because we're busy, because we're burning the candle at both ends of the stick, because we're being what society is telling us to be instead of being what our internal essence tells us to be. So Don't worry about the outside people. Don't worry about looking for someone to encourage you. When you need encouragement, when you become depleted, I would advise for you to take time for you. Yes, your family is important, but most importantly is you. Because if you don't take care of you, how are you able to take care of your family? So think about that tidbit. I want you to refresh. I want you to replenish. I want you to re-energize. And I want you to deprogram and reprogram yourself from being a society normal. And a society norm is constantly being busy, constantly doing, and constantly burning the candle at both ends of the stick. It's me. I'm raw, I'm real in the flesh. I promise to give you more and more and more of authentic. All of my messages are authentic, but many times, and I'm just being honest because it's who I am, many times, I filter to save other people, to save other people's feelings. But I know and understand, continuously growing on this journey and on this path and in my ministry, it's not my job to spare feelings. It's not my job to hold your hand and say, hey, baby, it's roses and then it's ferns and it's peaches, because it's not. So I'm just going to be raw, real, and honest. Sometimes you're going to see me doll up. Sometimes you're going to see me like this in the flesh on a work day. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm giving you raw, real, authentic, pure wisdom. So, of course, it is I, it is me, it is she. We have one more week left for before Pure Queen's Essence. March the 30th from 1 to 4. Stay in tune also, because we do have our moment, our empowerment calls. We have Monday at 6 a.m. and then we have Thursday at 8 p.m. So you can definitely find out all the information that you need to know is on our Facebook page, and that is www.facebook.com//Pure Wisdom Inc., which is Inc. Pure Wisdom Inc. I wouldn't necessarily direct you to the website because the website is being remodeled, revamped, so I don't have all the up-to-date information on it. But you can definitely, if you want to stay in the know, you can send me an email, and that is support, SUPPORT, at purewisdominc.com. That is support at purewisdominc.com. Until next time, until the next video, I love you, but I'm going to recharge. Be blessed.